And many people say, I came to the show and hard bikini won and she should do figure. Or bikini looking a figure one. Don't go by that. Say, now I have to look softer or I have to look harder because judges are looking for. No, everything is in OCB website guidelines, what we're really looking for. It's always who shows up. For example, let's say the other night or 2 till 3 weeks ago, somebody who looked bodybuilding won physique because the rest guys did not have enough muscle. And he's the only one who showed up. What we're gonna do? Go for the no muscle look and either to be harder, fuller, leaner, or somebody who looks like bodybuilding. It's not our desired look, it's who shows up. I had the shows that bikini literally girl could do figure pretty much, and we have lots of those girls. They won bikini. They were a little too hard. But I'm honest in my feedback. I said I would recommend do a figure, but in that moment, dressed the girl maybe needed to diet a little longer or needed to build more muscle everywhere. And she's the only one who represented somebody who is into fitness, then she's gonna win. But it's not our desired look. And every judge should be fair and give a right feedback. At the same time, yeah, it's very objective. It's 7 judges. I, as head judge, not letting them know who to place first. I just help them move to one side to the other side so each judge can see everybody in front of them. I make sure that when we have similar physiques, they are compared next to each other. We want to place everybody right to the last place. If it's 20 girls in the class, it's going to be placed right. Not first top 5 matter to be think and rest I just place. No, we care. And I want to make sure that's done that way. But each judge, I respect them scores. I respect this very objective sport. And it's a very, very hard when we have, for example, class where not one person is completely ready, and then each person is missing something. So one is missing shoulder, one is needed to be a little leaner, the other did not pose right. So one judge can say, oh, this person looked better, needed a little more shoulder, but the other person gonna say, but this person looked better, you know, needed a little tighter this, that person needed bigger that, and that's okay. That's, all of 7 judges are very knowledgeable, very educated, and they are put for those reasons and power because they have a knowledge, but they can see it a little differently. And it's okay, I respect them view. Many times as head judge, I did not place that person first, but person won, and I have to respect. It's a 7, it's democracy, correct? And respect my opinion. They are all into bodybuilding. They all know the symmetry. They all know the conditioning. But when it's that close and everybody's missing something, one judge can say, oh, I like the overall look and posing better on this person, but miss the shoulder. The other person has overpowering quads. I like the better symmetry of this, and we can talk about that. And sometimes we are talking, we are, oh, I see what you mean with that. I did not see that. But that's why I like teaching judging, because then I can say what we award first. If I have somebody who is lifting for a long time and builds so much muscle, and somebody who has no muscle, just diet hard and it's a stringy, and I had the shows that those person would win the show, and I'm literally fighting against that. That person who just diet for 6 weeks or 12 weeks and has no muscle. Everybody who goes on a diet gonna have a muscle attached to the bones and have a 6-pack because it's under. But somebody who build the body, and you see they put time and years of quality lifting, have a lots of muscle, and maybe hold water somewhere, or maybe could be 2% leaner, 3% leaner, that person should win over a person who just dieted, has no muscle, just stringy. And that's what I'm trying to teach, because I, in the past, just show where people, just because they are lean and striated and what I call stringy, depleted, win over somebody who has lots of muscle but needed just to diet maybe 1 more week. That's not right. But again, this is also fitness. It has to be conditioning. Now, if I have somebody with lots of muscle and now 20% body fat, and they needed to really diet a lot longer, and somebody who has less muscle but it's leaner, has a nice symmetry, then I would, with heavy heart, place that person over a person who is 25%, 20% body fat. But if that person come closer and just hold little fat, of course I would reward that person because it takes a longer to build muscle. But again, you cannot come really with high percentage on stage. This is still fitness. We have to be leaner. So, and you have to, as a judge, each of us has to be honest and give right feedback. The other thing that, people said, yes, it's 7 judges. I did not place person yesterday or the other show first, and I'm a head judge, but I respect the other person's opinion. And that's why I said it's 7 judges. Highest and lowest scores are taken off. So somebody, it's biased to something, cannot help that person because the highest score, if that placed them first, it's not taken. Somebody, for whatever reason, is objective and don't like certain shape, which should not happen. I talk about that. Gonna lowest placement and nobody else gonna be taking off. So from 7 judges, 5 judges come. From 5 judges, 3 scores come. Just making sure you are guys protected. There is no way that somebody say, oh, you judge, you have your people in the show. I cannot place them first. If I place them first, they don't deserve it. Anyhow, the lowest, highest score are taking off. You are protected for those reasons. We created that. I don't care who I know. I know everybody on the stage most of the time. Everybody was in my posing class at certain time, in the pro level or amateur level. All that step on the stage are my kids. That's how I see it. I care about each truly. I've been in the show that I know no person and I saw wrong judging a long time ago. They went home and cried. Once I did a mistake for something and placed wrongly person, I cried whole week, literally. Then I realized what I did, and I said, oh my gosh, I did not see this. Now I see it. I take it to my heart because even that I did not mess up the first place, I did not mess up the pro card. But even if it's 7th place, it matters. It matters to me. I truly take that to my heart. And I'm trying as hard as I can when it's bigger class to make sure you move, but not to make the show too long. How to balance all that? It's not easy. My brain don't stop. When I'm head judging a show, I am exhausted at night because soon as I sit, I don't stop thinking nothing else except you. I don't really drink much. I don't eat much. I literally pee, run and pee, come back, and you are still in my head. After prejudging, my head is still thinking about you. Did I move people right? Did I miss somebody? Sometimes happened that for example, somebody was all the way to the right. And one show I did that. I will never forget. I felt bad whole week. I almost want to apologize publicly. And that face is still in my head. I left the girl all the way to the right. I never do that. I move everybody. Somehow the show had to go a little faster, and we care, but there's a certain way they want us out of the building. And I was so concerned to finish everybody in the time and make sure everybody is seen. And in that moment, I was so arrogant. I already told everybody saw that person, and everybody know that person belongs to that place 100%. But I'm not supposed to do that, not even in my head. And it's hard for me. I take it to my heart. But again, I'm a tough person. I can never make everybody happy. I know that. That's why I took this position. Half, 50% hate me at the show. No, I use the harsh word. But they are not happy with scoring, and they're going to say, Medina did not move me this way, did not put me in the middle or whatever. They're going to blame it on me. And I have to take it at. This is a hard sport. One of the hardest sport in the world, because it's not just us training, it's a diet, it's family, it's everything. This is our life. People don't know how much discipline this takes. We are a very small population. And outside this world, I feel like a weirdo. And I told my older son, when he looks at here, I feel like I'm this or that. I said, if you are more in my world, you're going to feel more normal, because everybody talks like that, you know. And to people call us self-centered, it has nothing to do with that. This is our addiction. It's better addiction than any other addiction. Lots of people, like I said in another video, addicted to the pain, to the love, to, I don't want to mention drugs, alcohol, gambling, and other stuff, emotional issue, complain, being in the spotlight, attention, constant attention. But we are addicted to the exercise. It's better addiction than the other. And of course, we're going to consume our brain with it because we are addict. Let's admit, we are addict, but it's better than something else. I'm addict to help others. I like being needed. So that's addiction too. I don't like asking for help, but I like helping. And I had to overcome that. It's okay to ask for help. You know, I'm so happy to help, but when I need help, I hide. I get depressed, and then I exercise to save myself. So it's antidepressant. It's many things. Okay. So, but just make sure you understand that 7 judges are there for a reason, that the head judge don't control judging, just give direction and help them see it, but do not control it. My intention is never to control or tell somebody how to judge. When I teach judging, I explain what we are looking for, and I let them, everybody in my class start at 10, finish at 6:05, because we do written exam, because if you wanna become a judge, it's so much to learn. Let me do the other video on that.